Hello students, in the previous section we have discussed what is a matrix. Now once again we will start with definition of a matrix. See, matrix is a rectangular arrangement of elements or objects is called a matrix. The notation, it is represented by the square bracket or open bracket and represented by capital letters A, B, C, etc. For example, in the last session we have taken this example: A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Means the first row is having 1, 2, 3, 0, the second row is 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 and third row is 8, 9, 10, 11. Means the rows are counted from top to bottom, and coming to the columns, the columns are 1, 4, 8, 2, 5, 9, 3, 6, 10, 0, 7, 11. The columns are counted from left to right. Means in this matrix it has 3 rows and 4 columns. So this is an example of a matrix. Now, based on the example of a 3 by 4 matrix, now we'll enter into the generalized matrix. So that is the size of a matrix. Size of a matrix, or we can say order of a matrix. Now we'll see what is it. Suppose a matrix capital A has m rows, like first row, second row, third row and nth row, and n columns, then that matrix is said to be of m by n matrix. Means it is read as m by n matrix. It is a matrix with m rows and n columns. Like in general, A is A11, A12, A13, A1n. This is the first row. A21, A22, A23, so on, A2n, A31, A32, A33, so on, A3n. Like this we can have AM1, AM2, AM3, so on, AM. So it is a matrix of size m by n. So it is a rectangular matrix because the length and breadth are different. If the length and breadth are different, then it is said to be a rectangle. So that's why it's a rectangular matrix which consisting of m rows, first row, second row, third row, mth row, and first column, second column, third column, and it is a nth column. So it is a size of m by n. So instead of writing this in general form, we can write in the short, that is A is equal to Aij, where first suffix I indicates the row position and the second suffix j indicates the column position, because every element has a position, different position or unique position, where I indicates the row. So how many rows does we have? First, second, third, so like this. Means I varies from 1 to m, and we have n columns. So that will be j will be varies from 1 to n. Suppose if I choose I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 4, that indicates I is a third row and j indicates a fourth. So third row and there is a fourth column. So this will be fourth. For example, one more. If I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 3, then indicates I is equal means second row and third column. So this will be the position of the element. So like this we can have a unique position for different elements. So this is the general form of the matrix, which is m rows and n columns. Why we are saying the rectangular matrix means as m and n are different. If both are same, like if length and breadth are same, then it becomes a square. Now, so based like that, we can have types of matrices. So now we'll see the types of matrices. And this matrix topic is very easy and it's a scoring subject also. Now coming to the types of matrices. Types of matrices. First one is square matrix. As you are known, what is a square? Means if all the sides are equal, then it will be a square. In a similar manner, a rectangular matrix which has m rows and n columns, if both are equal, if m is equal to n, then it is said to be a square matrix. Means a matrix capital A is said to be square matrix if number of rows is equal to number of columns. That is m is equal to n. Means sometimes we may have the number of rows is equal to number of columns, like one row, one column, that is 1 by 1, 2 rows and 2 columns, 2 by 2, 3 rows, 3 columns, 3 by 3. So in general. Now we'll go for general representation of a square matrix. General representation of square matrix. That is A is equal to again A11, A12, A13, so on A1n, A21, A22, A23, so on A2n, A31, A32, A33, so on A3n, A41, A42, A43, so on A4n. Last will be, as it should be a mth row, but as we are saying it is a square, m is equal to n, means it will be nth row, an1, an2, an3, so on ann. So it is a square matrix of size n cross n. Or in general, we can simply read as it is a square matrix of order n. It is a square matrix of order n. As we move from top to bottom and left to right, this is the first element of the matrix, which has First row, second row, third row and nth row. First column, second column, third column and nth column. So it is a n by n square matrix. And if you see the first row, first element, second row, second element, third row, third column and nth row, nth column. And these elements are called principal diagonal elements. In a square matrix, the elements A11, the position A22, A33, so on, ANN are called principal diagonal elements as we move from left to right and top to bottom in a square matrix. So this is the principal diagonal elements. Now we'll see the definition of what is a principal diagonal. Now we'll see what is an example of a square matrix and what are the principal diagonal elements. Now example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, it has 2 rows and 2 columns. 2 rows and 2 columns, it is a size of 2 cross 2. Simply we can read as it is a square matrix of order 2. And in this, the position A11 and 4 are called principal diagonal elements. Let's take one more example of order 3. Suppose B is equal to 1, 2, minus 1, I, 0, 5, 3, 2, 4. It is a square matrix of order 3. Why? Because it has 3 rows and 3 columns. And in which 1, 0, 4 are called principal diagonal elements in a square matrix. One more example, C is equal to, if I go for 4 by 4, 1, 3, minus 1, 5, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is an example of a square matrix of order 4 in which 1, 0, 5, 10 are the principal diagonal elements in a square matrix. So we have learned first type of matrix, that is a square matrix. What is the size of the matrix and what are the principal diagonal elements in a square matrix. Now we will see one more. Now we will see one more type of a matrix, that is trace of a matrix. The second one is a trace. What is trace? The second one type of matrix is trace of a matrix. As I told you, a square matrix, capital A is equal to A11, A12, so on, A1n, A21, A22, so on, A2n, A31, A32, so on, A3n. Last, AN1, AN2, so on, ANN in a square matrix. Then the sum of principal diagonal elements, the sum of the principal diagonal elements means A11, A22, so on. This will be the sum of these elements will be the trace. The sum of the principal diagonal elements is called trace of a matrix, capital A. It is denoted by trace of capital A, means that is trace of capital A is the sum of the diagonal elements A11 plus A22 plus A33 plus so on plus ANN. For example, we'll see a small example on the trace of the matrix. Example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then trace of A is equal to 1 plus 4, that is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. That is the trace of a matrix. Now we'll see the third type of a matrix, that is row matrix. Row matrix means a matrix with only one row is called a row matrix. A matrix with only one row is called a row matrix, means which it has only one row and it may be any columns. Example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3. It is a rectangular matrix with only one row and 3 columns. B 1, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9. It is also a row matrix with one row and how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a 1 by 6 matrix. So it is an example of a row matrix. Now we will see one more matrix, that is column matrix. Means it is a column, means only one column. A matrix capital A is said to be column matrix if it has only one column. It has only one column. Example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. As it has 4 rows but only one column, and the size of the matrix is 4 by 1. One more example, I minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 0. Then how many rows it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but only one column. So it is a size of 5 by 1 matrix. Now we have seen what is a row matrix, what is a column matrix, what is a square matrix, what are the principal diagonal elements. Now we will see one more type of matrix, that is zero matrix. Zero matrix. Zero matrix. What is a zero matrix? Means if every element in a matrix is 0, then that matrix is called zero matrix. Means every element in a matrix is 0, then that matrix is called zero matrix. As I told you, the matrices are represented by capital letters. Capital A, capital B, capital C, up to, we can say, up to Z. But for zero matrix, the representation of zero matrix can be represented by capital O. So O is also a capital letter. It is represented by capital O. That is, O is equal to 0 0 0 0 0 0. It is a 2 by 3 matrix but with 0 elements. So it is a 0 matrix. The another one, O is equal to 0 0 0 0 0 0. In this matrix also, every element is 0. So it is a 0 matrix of size 3 by 2. So these are the one more type of matrix, that is 0 matrix. Now we will see one more type of matrix, that is a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. So before going to the diagonal matrix, let's see what is a square matrix. Again, the general form, A is equal to A11, A12, A13, A14, so on, A1n, A21, A22, A23, A24, so on, A2n, A31, A32, A33, A34, so on, A3n. Last, AN1, AN2, AN3, AN4, so on, ANn. It is a square matrix of order n, in which A11, A22, A33, ANn are called diagonal elements, whereas other than these diagonal elements, all elements are non-diagonal elements. Now, in this square matrix, if all the non-diagonal elements are 0, then the matrix is said to be a diagonal matrix. That is, okay, if all non-diagonal elements are zeros, then that matrix is called diagonal matrix. So how it will be in this? A is equal to A11, A12 is a element 0 because it is a non-diagonal element, A13 is also 0, A14 is also 0, so on 0. Next, A21 is also 0 because which is a non-diagonal element, A22 is a diagonal element, 0, 0, so on 0, 0, 0, A33 is a diagonal element, 0, 0, 0. So last row will be 0, 0, 0, 0, so on ANn. So this type of square matrix is called a diagonal matrix. So we are not bothering about the principal diagonal elements. So this is an example of a diagonal matrix. Now we will see one example of a diagonal matrix. So it should be a square matrix where all non-diagonal elements will be 0. Now we will see one example of a diagonal matrix. A is equal to 1, 0, 0, 5. It is a square matrix in which 1, 5 are diagonal and zeros are non-diagonal elements. One more example, B is equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 3. It is also a diagonal matrix. So these are the examples of a diagonal matrix. Now we will see one more type of a matrix, that is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. If in a square matrix, all the non-diagonal elements are zeros and diagonal elements are same, then that matrix is said to be scalar matrix. In the previous type of matrix, it is a diagonal matrix in which all non-diagonal elements are 0, but the diagonal elements may be different. But coming to this scalar matrix, here non-diagonal elements should be 0 as well as diagonal elements should be same. Like A is equal to A11 0 0 0 so on 0 0. Actually it should be A22, but the diagonal elements should be same. It may be A11 or something. A11 0 0 so on 0 0 0 A11 0 so on 0. Last 0 0 0 0 A11. Example, A is equal to 1 0 0 1. B is equal to 2 0 0 2. C is equal to, one more example, 3 0 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 0 3. Means like this we can form many scalar matrices. Among the scalar matrices, if all the diagonal elements are equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0, then it has a special type of matrix. It is a unit matrix or identity matrix. Now we will see what is that type of identity matrix. So identity matrix is very important in your next sessions. Now we will see one more type of matrix, identity matrix. In a square matrix, all non-diagonal elements are zeros and diagonal elements are same and equal to 1. Then that matrix is said to be an identity. Next sessions. Now we will see one more type of matrix, identity matrix. In a square matrix, all non-diagonal elements are zeros and diagonal elements are same and equal to 1. Then that matrix is said to be an identity matrix, or we can say unit matrix. For example, 1 0 0 1. All non-diagonal elements are 0 and all diagonal elements are equal to 1. It is a scalar matrix. From the scalar matrix, as it is 1, it is said to be identity matrix. It is denoted by capital I2. Normally, as a matrices are represented by capital letters, so in this I is also a capital letter. I represents an identity matrix of size 2 because it has 2 rows and 2 columns. We will see one more example. 1 0 0 0 0 sorry 0 1 0 0 0 1. It is a square matrix of order 3 and all diagonal elements are same equal to 1. So it represents by I3. So in general, In will be 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 so on 0. So like this 0 0 0 0 and 1. So it is a identity matrix In. Now, so this is an identity matrix. So what is the relation between diagonal matrix, scalar matrix and identity matrix? We will see. For example, 1 0 0 2. It is an example of a diagonal matrix where all non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are not equal. Coming to this 3 0 0 3. It is a diagonal matrix whereas principal diagonal elements are same. So it is an example of a scalar matrix. Coming to 1 0 0 1. It is also a scalar matrix but it has a all diagonal elements are equal to 1. So it is a identity matrix. Means every identity matrix is a diagonal matrix. Every scalar matrix is also an identity matrix, diagonal matrix, but every diagonal matrix may not be a scalar matrix. So what we can conclude is every scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, but every diagonal matrix may not be a scalar matrix. This is a scalar matrix which is also a diagonal matrix. If this is a diagonal matrix is not a scalar matrix because 1 and 2 are different. So this is the conclusion we can have from the diagonal matrix, scalar matrix and identity matrix. Now we will see one more type of matrix, that is lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. In a square matrix, capital A is equal to Aij, where I indicates the ith row and j indicates the column of order n. If Aij is equal to 0 for I is less than j, then that matrix is called an lower triangular matrix. Now we will see the general representation of a square matrix and how it will be a lower triangular matrix. example, we'll see A is equal to A11, A12, A13, so on, A1n, A21, A22, A23, so on, A3n, A2n, A31, A32, A33, A3n, last AN1, AN2, AN3, so on, ANn. This is a general representation of a square matrix. Now when this square matrix becomes a lower triangular matrix, so whenever what is the condition is Aij is equal to 0 for the ith row should be less than the jth column. Now when we reduce to this condition, based on this condition, it reduces to what? 1 1. The 1 is the I is equal to 1, I is equal to j. So 1 is not less than 1. Now coming to 1 and 2, I is 1, j is 2. So 1 is less than 2, then it becomes 0. So A11 0. A13, 1 is also less than 3, so it is 0. 1 is also less than n, so it will be 0. Coming to 2 1, 2 is not less than 1, it is 2 is greater than 1, so keep it as it is. A21, 2 is not less than 2, so A22. 2 3, 2 is less than 3, so it is condition is satisfied, so it will be 0. 0, so like this we can have 0. A31, A32, A33, so on, 0. So in general, AN1, AN2, AN3, so on, ANn. So this type of square matrix is said to be a lower triangular matrix. Why? See, if you observe, this is our principal diagonal elements in a square matrix, and below the principal diagonal elements, see the shape of this one. It is a triangular shape, so it is this square matrix is said to be a lower triangular matrix. Now we'll see a small example on the lower triangular matrix, and we'll go for the upper also. Now we'll have a small example based on this square matrix. A is equal to 1 0 0, 2 3 0, 4 5 6. So this is an example of a lower triangular matrix. Now we'll see the one more type of matrix, that is upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. So in a square matrix, A is equal to Aij of order n, means it has n rows and n columns. If Aij is equal to 0, whenever I is greater than jth. In the previous, I is less than j. Now in this, the ith row should be greater than jth column. Then that matrix is called an upper triangular matrix. Now we will see the general representation of the square matrix, that is A11, A12, A13, so on, A1n, A21, A22, A23, so on, A2n, A31, A32, A33, so on, A3n, AN1, AN2, AN3, so on, ANn. So this is our general representation of a square matrix, and when it becomes a upper triangular matrix, we will see the A is equal to, first row is greater than first column? No, 1 is not greater than 1. So keep as it is A11. 1 is greater than 2? No. So keep as it is. Is 1 is greater than 3? No. So keep as it is A13. So on A1n. Now coming to second row, first column. 2 is greater than 1. Then it satisfies the condition 0. So A22, A23, so on A2n. Next, coming to third row, 3, 1, yes, 0, 0, A33, so on A3n. Last 0, 0, 0, ANN. So this is an example of a upper triangular matrix. If you see it, A11, A22, A33, AN are principal diagonal elements, and above the principal diagonal elements you can have a triangular shape that is called upper triangular matrix, where below the diagonal elements are all zeros and above the diagonal elements may be or may not be. So this type of example, this type of matrix is called upper triangular matrix. So these are the types of matrices. Now if we club the upper as well as lower, we will go for a triangular matrix. That is the last type of matrix, and we will see triangular matrix. Triangular matrix. A square matrix is said to be an triangular matrix if it is either an lower triangular or upper triangular matrix. Then it is said to be simply a triangular matrix. So these are the types of matrices. So in this section, what we have discussed is what are the types of matrices: square matrix, zero matrix, what is the trace of the matrix, what is the row matrix, what is the column matrix, what is the triangular matrix, what is the lower triangular matrix, and what is the upper triangular matrix. What is the diagonal matrix, what is the scalar matrix, what is the identity matrix, what is the zero matrix. So whatever we have discussed in this lecture, I will be giving the notes also, means I will be uploading the notes step by step. You can download it and you can make a note, make a fair of it also. So thank you.